how to take a bearing using a map and a compass. First thing you need to know is your location. And I know that we're at the path junction here where these three paths intersect next to the stream. So that's my location. The next thing you need to know is where you're going, and I want to go to this 54 metre spot height, top of this small hill that flattens out around here. So what I need to do with the compass is lay the edge of the compass, line it up between where I am and where I want to be. And point that out a little bit more accurately using this Victorinox Swiss Champ toothpick. Where I am and where I want to be. Okay, it's worth taking a little bit of time to get this as accurate as you can, so it will make a difference. The next thing I need to do is line up my compass bezel. We've got these north-south lines in the compass bezel here. I need to rotate these so they line up perfectly with the north-south lines on the map. Keep this clamped in place with my thumb. So these north-south lines, these grid lines on the map here, I need to line those up perfectly with the lines in the compass. Once I've done that, I can take the compass away from the map and I can look at my bearing here. So we've got the bearings marked at 220 degrees, 230 degrees, where this long line is, 240 degrees, and so on. Each one of these increments in here, all the way along, all the increments, represents 2 degrees. So we've got 230 degrees here, 231 in between, and then the next one 232. So it's probably a bit hard to see on the video, depending on the angle I show it, but I can see that when I hold it square, that I'm lined up just past 230 degrees, so I'm lined up at 231 degrees. So that's almost our bearing. However, we need to adjust for something called magnetic declination. So the lines on the map are using grid north, but this north needle is being pulled towards magnetic north. And in this location here, magnetic north is about 1 degree west to grid north. So this needle is being pulled 1 degree to the west over what it measures on the map. It does sound tricky, but it's just something that you need to be aware of. So to adjust for that magnetic declination, what we're going to do is twist this compass bezel 1 degree to the west, which is going to make our 231 degrees into 232 degrees. Doesn't sound like a lot, but we're adjusting for that pull. The next thing I want to do is line up my north needle, my magnetic north needle, with the north arrow inside this bezel, just by rotating it. If I was standing up, I'd just be rotating my body with the compass held in front. And when those two line up, this bit here, my direction of travel arrow, is pointing exactly towards that spot height that we've just measured. So I can't see it from here. And if there was something prominent in the distance that measures up exactly with this, I could just get down and sight it like a gun sight. If there's something like a big rock or, I don't know, a pylon or something fixed, not a sheep, something fixed in the distance, I could line it up with that and walk towards it, check my bearing when I got there. But that's less likely to be a thing in fairly dense woodland. So what I'm going to do is just use this as a guide towards my spot height. But I'm also going to use a bit of common sense and think, what am I likely to see So I'm at this junction. I'm likely to see a stream on the way, and then contours or ground. I'm not going to see the contours, but I'm going to feel the contours and the ground going up to this spot height at the top here. If I drift to the right and start going down the hill, I'm eventually going to hit the stream and the track again, so I know I've gone the wrong way. If I really start going the wrong way over here and hit a track and see a hill sloping, then I've probably gone way too far this way. But if I keep on my bearing, I might move around a little bit depending on the terrain, but I should be going gradually uphill and then see my flat spot height location here. And that's how you do it.